News brought to us by Barong Insurance Agency. Early voting begins this week for August elections. That's the big story for 7:30. I'm John Matthews. Early voting for the August 25th election will begin later this week. Election officials say early voting will be from 8 to 6 on Thursday and Friday, as well as 8 to 2 on Saturday. Voters are reminded that a valid proof of identity is required for early voting and voting at polling sites. For a list of early voting locations, visit hosting.okelections.gov. After recently beginning his new role as superintendent for Western Technology Center, Jay Edlin shares one of his main goals he hopes to accomplish for the institution.
People talk about career tech being the best kept secret in Oklahoma as far as education for kids. And I would say that there's a lot of people in the communities that we serve that don't know what we do, don't really understand how it works, what programs we offer. There are amazing things happening at WTC, and we have amazing instructors and amazing people that work there. And so just kind of to get the word out, to invite people to our campus to see what goes on, to see the hands-on learning that takes place with our kids, and to create salesmen or recruiters of everybody that we come in contact with.
Edlin previously served as the superintendent for Arapahoe Butler Schools and began his new role following the retirement of former superintendent Kathy Corning. Brad Southall has succeeded Edlin as the Arapahoe Butler Schools superintendent. As he seeks re-election to represent Ward 1 of the Weatherford City Commission, incumbent Kendon Wood outlines how his professional career supports his role as a commissioner.
So I work in the oil field. I'm a natural gas measurement tech, and so I deal with finite numbers all the time. So we measure the gas, and I look at it, and I see that kind of data that comes through, and well, I can just transfer that over and see. So when you go to that elected official school, they teach you, first thing they say, know your budget. And so the budget, you got millions of dollars. They're like, well, where are we spending this? Even down to the penny. You should be like, hey, I spent $1 over here, or, $2,000 over here. And so it really helps me to be able to do that. Way to be able to serve the city. And so I love doing it.
Wood will face challenger Drew Terrell in the August 25th election. Also on the ballot will be a race for the Ward 3 seat between incumbent Warren Goldman and challenger Josh Atkinson. We'll have more news coming up next.
Here's Jeff Barong.
As an independent insurance agent, we are not limited to just one or a few companies. We have got access to most every insurance market out there right here, from our offices in Weatherford and Edmond. We can work with whoever is going to, be able to bring the best coverage and premium situation at any given time to the consumer.
For all types of insurance, it's Barong Insurance, the agency service-built Barong Insurance.
As the Custer County Free Fair celebrates 100 years, this year's fair will be held September 9th through the 12th and feature many activities, says Custer County OSU Extension Director Ashlyn Hunter.
We have our indoor exhibits, we have the FFA exhibits, we have the 4-H exhibits, we have FCCLA, we have the the baking, kids corner, all of that. This year, though, we're having inflatables, a trackless train, a mechanical bull. So a little bit more stuff to do. And then we do the rib cook-off all day Saturday. We do the awards. This year, we're going to still have all of that and all the rides and a free concert. So Jordan Rayner will be our concert on Saturday night.
The concert will be behind the Patrick Center at the Custer County Fairgrounds, located south of Clinton. Those attending are encouraged to bring their own chairs and blankets, as seating will not be provided. To celebrate the centennial of Route 66 this year, Clinton Century Lap on Route 66 will be held on Saturday, September 5th from 8 to 1. Shane Weiss of Clinton highlights a new feature of the car show.
One thing that's a little bit different this year that we didn't do last year that I want to encourage all of our listeners and the people who have cars, we're going to have cash prizes this year along with our trophies and things like that. So bring out your beautiful cars and you may end up winning some cash prizes to take home. We've got great sponsors this year to help us with the car show, so we're able to give back. Really looking forward to a great show.
Along with the car show, the event will have food trucks, vendors, live music, and a kid zone. For more information about the event, visit the Clinton Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. Here's state news with the Radio Oklahoma Network.
News from the Radio Oklahoma News Network. I'm Ann Roberts. Over the weekend, the State Department of Emergency Management requested a National Guard Black Hawk helicopter to make water drops on a raging fire in Woodward County. Radio Oklahoma's Ken Johnson has an update on that fire and one in Caddo County.
Estimates are the Woodward County fire burned over 1,400 acres so far. The governor says the Oklahoma Forestry Services and local departments are on the ground trying to contain wildfires. Meantime, a fire which burned more than 240 acres in Caddo County displaced several families.
A motorcycle accident in Medill Saturday morning results in the death of the rider. No other injuries were reported. The identity of the 19-year-old driver has not been released. The cause of the accident is under investigation. More on these stories at RadioOklahomaNews.com. From the Radio Oklahoma News Network, I'm Ann Roberts.
News at 7:30, a service of Barong Insurance Agency. Coming up next, we'll look at local funeral notices after a word from Lee Hometown Funeral Home.
When you lose a loved one, it's important to have someone who's compassionate, understanding, and personal. Brandon Lee with Lee's Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton is dedicated to honoring your loved ones with heartfelt service. His goal is to create meaningful tributes that celebrate lives while guiding you with every step of the final process. Whether it's a traditional service, cremation, or pre-planning, if you have already purchased a funeral plan elsewhere, they will honor it as if it was their own. At Lee Hometown Funeral Home, they continue the tradition of caring and personal service. Please visit today to experience the difference.
Funeral services for 32-year-old Jacob Wakefield Allrunner will be held today at 11 o'clock at the Freedom Worship Center in Thomas. Burial will follow in the Allrunner Cemetery at the family home near Thomas. Services under the direction of Lee Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton. Funeral services for 80-year-old Jeanette K. Horn will be held today at 10 o'clock at the Hydro Eakley Event Center in Hydro. She worked as a teacher for the Hydro Public Schools. Final resting place will be in the Pogue Cemetery in Colony. Services under the direction of Lockstone Funeral Home in Weatherford. And funeral services for 97-year-old Mary Christine Mandrell will be held on Tuesday at 10 o'clock at the First Baptist Church of Sentinel. She operated a cotton harvesting business with her husband. Services under the direction of Lee Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton. Today's funeral notice is a service of Brandon Lee at Lee Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton.